Hello, Year 8. I'm back again. Today we're going to be looking at multiplication and division of pronumerals. Now we've already done some of the more simple stuff, so this is a little bit more of some advanced techniques and calculations, okay? Now I just want to go over some simple multiplications and divisions first. So for example, if we have 6m multiplied by 3, what we do is we take the 6 and the 3 and we multiply those two together. Okay, that gives us our 18m. Okay, simple enough. What if we have 6m divided by 3? Well, in this case, again, we do the numbers together. Okay, so 6 divided by 3, okay, that gives us 6m. Another way of writing this would be 6m divided by 3. Now you can see here that the 3 and the 6 can be cancelled with each other because everything is multiplied together. Okay, that allows us to cancel with the 3. So how many 3's are there in 3? Well, 1. How many 3's are there in 6? 2. Okay, so that gives us our solution of 2m over 1, or just 2m, because we can write it without the 1 on the bottom of the fraction. Okay, I find putting divisions in fractions can often help, especially when when there's algebra involved. For example, this one right here is 4ab divided by 2a. Okay, 4ab divided by 2a. Remember, we can write that as our fraction. So 4ab, because remember our divide sign just means that's a fraction. Okay, 4ab divided by 2a. Okay, can we see any things here that could cancel? Well, I think you'll notice that there's a 2 and a 4 that can cancel. So how many 2's are there in 2? Well, 1. How many 2's in 4? 2. How many a's do we have? Well, we have 1 and 1. So we can cancel 1a, that gives us 1. 1a, that gives us 1. Do we have any b's we can cancel? No. No, we don't. So in that case, what we do is we just rewrite our equation. So we've got 2b over 1. Or we can write that again as simply 2b without the 1. Alright, so that's just some revision from the last one that we did. Just be careful when you're working with those divisions. They can get a little tricky, okay, especially if you're not watching out for them. Alright, so one of the first questions that you'll see in this particular chapter is 2 times 3x times 5y. Okay, now we no longer just have one single step, we have 3 different, we no longer have just 2 multiplied by each other, we now have 3 multiplied by each other. Now, don't be scared by this, because it's just as simple as looking at it one part at a time. So for now, we're just going to ignore this last part, and we're just going to focus on this first part right here. 2 times 3x. Now, by what we did up here, we're just going to multiply our two numbers together. So 2 times 3x will give us 6x. Now we're going to take what we've left out, what we haven't done yet, and we're going to put it over here. So multiplied by 5y. Now, we've simplified it from 3 steps into 2. And now we can just simply do the second one right there. So 6x times 5y, well, that will give us 30x, because we multiply by x, and y, because we multiply by y as well. 30x, y. You see, by breaking it down into steps, we make it much simpler, and we can work through it methodically. Okay? If you try to jump over steps, you will make mistakes. We're going to do one more of those. So let's just scroll down to a fresh bit of paper. So let's do this one right here. 6ab multiplied by 2a divided by 4b. And that equals. Alright, so again what we're going to do is we're going to ignore the last bit and just focus on this first bit right there. 6ab multiplied by 2a. Well, 6 times 2 is 12. We have a times a, which gives us a squared. And we have a multiplied by b, which gives us just b. Alright, now don't forget this last part. We need to add that on the end. We're going to divide by 4b. Alright, now remember from before, this divide sign right here means we can write it as a fraction. So we can say 12a squared b divided by 4b. Okay, now can we cancel anything? Well, you might see we can cancel this b straight away. So we've got 1b there, we have 1b there. Over here, I think you'll notice that both of these have a factor of 4 in them. So we can cancel 4 once. How many 4s are in 12? 3. Okay, now we'll rewrite this as an equation. We have 3a squared all over 1, or 3a squared. See, by breaking it up into different steps, we can easily solve for what we have here. Now, there are some more complicated ones down the bottom. We'll go over one of those right now, actually. There's one question down there that has 2m times 6n divided by 3n multiplied by 4m. Now, I'm going to show you two different ways to solve this. Okay, the first one I will do over here. Okay, first one is we multiply it all together. So 2m multiplied by 6n gives us, well, 12mn. Okay, 3n multiplied by 4m gives us 12mn. Okay, now that we have this, well, we can see that we can cancel the 12s. That gives us 1 and 1. We can cancel the m's. That gives us 1 and 1. We can cancel the n's, which gives us 1 and 1. Okay, which equals 1 over 1, or just 1. It's funny how such a complicated question like this can have such a simple answer behind it. Now, the other way that you might want to try to solve this is you can solve this by cancelling right here. Okay, can you see how everything is multiplied together? As long as everything inside here is multiplied together, we can simply cancel from the top to the bottom. So for example, right here and right here, there is 1n and 1n. 1n and 1n. We have an m there and an m there. Okay, we're cancelling those. We can cancel the 3, there's 1 3 and there's 2 3s. We can cancel the 4, which there's 2 2s and 1 2. Alright, and then we have one more 2 and one more 2 that we can cancel, and that gives us 1 and 1. Now, that may have been a bit complicated to follow, and it may look trickier, but sometimes when you get to the more advanced ones, doing it here might take less steps than doing it here, okay? But you can see this one is simpler to go straight ahead with this method. Now, because there's all 1s just everywhere, we can say that equals 1 over 1 or 1, okay? So pick your method, give both a try, just so you know how to do each one, but just know that there's always more than one way to solve a problem. So be on the lookout for the best way to solve those. Alright, I hope that helped you with your work. Again, I will check up with you on Monday. Thank you very much.